Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Starting the Day the Right Way, 5-minute devotion for July 29th. Man, July is just flying by. It is Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. Hope everyone is doing well today. So a little bit in my life about yesterday, being a parent. So me and my son are playing dinosaurs and with a Nerf gun, and he's shooting some dinosaurs. And so it's time to move on to something. I think we had to go. And I told him to pick up all his Nerf darts and whatnot. And he said, "All right, Daddy, I'm coming." I said, "Don't shoot that anymore." And he said, "Why not?" And I said, "Don't. It's time to clean up. We have to get going." And he gave me a look. And I knew what was in his mind. I knew what was going on in his heart. And I said, "If you shoot it, there's going to be consequences." And so I turned my back, and he thought by turning my back, I wouldn't hear him shoot it. Well, I heard him shoot it, and I said, "Okay, because you did that, here's the consequences." Okay. So before I get into that, let me read today's verse. Okay. It actually comes from Jeremiah 17, verses 7 through 10. And it says this: "But blessed are those who trust in the Lord and have made the Lord their hope and confidence. They are like trees planted along a riverbank with roots that reach deep into the water. Such trees are not bothered by the heat or worried by long months of drought. Their leaves stay green and they never stop producing fruit." Verse 9 says, "The human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is?" Verse 10 says, "But I, the Lord, search all hearts and examine secret motives. I give all people their due rewards according to what their actions deserve." So going back to my son, I could see him in his mind saying, "Okay, is it worth it to shoot this thing one more time?" And then after he shot it, I had to give him some consequences. So he actually lost the Nerf gun for the day, which he had just gotten as a new present the day before. So he was not too happy about that. But I want you to think about this. And I told this to my son later on after he calmed down from crying. I said, "Buddy, hey, listen, I want you to understand something. Do you know what I saw when I was looking at you?" And he was like, "What, Daddy?" I said, "I saw your thoughts. I saw you thinking if it was worth it to do this bad thing and not listen to me or not." I said, "What was going through your mind?" And he said, "Daddy, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was trying to decide, number one, I didn't think you were going to see me do it." And when he says that, as a parent, I have to try hard not to laugh, right? But he said, I didn't think I would see you do it. And I thought I would get away with it." I said, "That's right." I said, and I want you to learn this lesson early, because learning it as a child is much different than learning it as an adult. If you learn this as a child, you won't have to learn this lesson as an adult. And I said, our hearts tell us a lot of things. A lot of things are inside there. What we speak, what we think comes from within inside our heart. I said, now, what you were thinking only your selfish ways. You weren't listening to what Daddy was saying, right? So this is going back to the scripture. It says the human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is? Now, from an 8-year-old point of view, shooting a Nerf gun, not the end of the world, okay? But when we get into adult world and we talk about, maybe something as simple as taking a paper clip from work, or taking some printer paper home from work, or some pens or pencils, and then escalating it to, on the deep end of, cheating on taxes, or getting, stealing money from people, or, whatever. You can go as high up as you want, but it all starts in these young days, okay? So I was trying to get that point across to him, that Jesus and God examine the heart, right? So I just wanted to put that on to teach him that the heart does matter, that the motive does matter, especially to God. Motive matters. Okay, so that was the main point I was trying to get across to him. In praying before I came on here, I felt God leading me to this portion of scripture, especially verse 10. Okay, that the Lord examines our hearts and he knows our motives. All right, people may not always know our motives, but God always knows our motives. So especially in today's world, when things are so polarizing, and we're in the midst of a pandemic, and we're in the midst of joblessness for over 30 million Americans, right? What are you posting? What are you speaking? Is the motive behind it to get people going and to get people angry, or is it to raise them up, to encourage them? Okay, we have a mind to think. We have time between typing something out on our phone or typing something out on our computer. We have that time. Okay, so if by the time it comes out on the social media and it's full of hate and full of accusations and full of finger pointing, that might not be the best motive. Okay, now of course, if that's what you're going for, then that's what you're going to get. But if you're looking to be encouraging and uplifting, think about it before you release it. All right, hope this was a blessing. Have an awesome day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Take care.